Welcome to Kiss the Reviews. I'm Armando. That's Corey. And today we're doing 2008's Never Back Down.
I'm never gonna. God.
This movie was requested by Damien on Patreon. And if you want to join us on Patreon, it's only a couple of bucks. We have a couple of different tiers in there. But if you want to join us on Patreon, just go to patreon.com, download the app, search for Kiss the Reviews, and you'll find us. You get some pre-show, a little show that we do pre-show before we do the actual reviews. We'll do giveaways. We'll do, movie watches with different tiers. So yeah, for a couple of bucks or more, if you're feeling generous, you can join in the fun at Patreon with us. And our Patreon subscribers are fantastic. We love them all. So
yeah. I will say this, if I could throw out a quick plea to anybody thinking about joining Patreon.
Sure.
The requests are free. And right now, there is a menace, an absolute menace, striking fear of the heart. This is the Thanos of requesting movie reviews. His name is Damien, and he's a monster, and he has gone off with requesting movies. So my plea to the rest of the world is this. Save us. Join Patreon for at least $2 and request a fucking movie. And don't let your name be fucking Damien. At this point, I'm pretty sure he's got the 666 tattooed in the back of his head.
It's all for you, Damien.
Yeah. And you're going to see me jump off my fucking roof here real soon.
Oh, well. Yes, so join us, please, won't you? For only a couple of dollars a month, you could feed this skinny little bitch over here.
I'm so hungry.
Cue the Sarah McLachlan music.
I'm so hungry.
Why'd you have an accent all of a sudden?
Because only immigrants are hungry. Americans are fat as fuck, bro.
On with the show. So if you want to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, you can follow us at Kiss the Reviews. And if there's one that we're not on, let us know. Cool.
Because we ain't joining it.
But let's get into the cast of Never Back Down. This film stars Sean Faris as Jake Tyler, Djimon Hounsou as Jean Roqua, Amber Heard as Baja Miller, and Cam Gigandet as Ryan McCarthy. What's this dude's name?
Dude, I don't know. Bad guy in every movie.
Dude, can we just call it what it is? Like this. First of all, this movie, if you guys haven't seen it, is just updated version of the Karate Kid. This is like the Karate Adult. And instead of karate, it's MMA.
You were correct.
Instead of the two main characters in the Karate Kid, it's now Dollar Store Tom Cruise and Dollar Store Brad Pitt.
Actually, you are dead ass accurate with Dollar Store Tom Cruise. Because this guy looks exactly like young Tom Cruise.
There was one profile shot that I was just like, holy shit, it's Tom Cruise.
With none of the acting chops.
You were right.
Look, you did better than I would do. And clearly, just from your boxing skills, you would fuck me up in a heartbeat. But you and I both know, you ain't no fucking Tom Cruise.
No. I mean, he does. I'll say this. He looked better than young Tom Cruise if they both had tighty whities sliding onto the fucking family room floor with just a shirt on. Like, he looked better. Okay. Tom Cruise at like 19 or 20, however old he was when he filmed that movie, was like every other actor at the time that you were like, he's buff. And it's like, no, it's flat. Everything's flat, but there's no buffness to it. But here's the trade-off. You get the acting chops with just the flat stomach. You lose, for every ab that shows up, you lose a little bit of acting chops.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be totally relieved if that's what the trade-off is, because I thought it was like, oh, if you want to be a good actor, you got to help a religious leader disappear his wife.
Well, that too. That too.
So it's like, what do I do?
Yeah.
But we both know if you're fucking like 16 or 17 in Hollywood and got abs like that, it's because they've been sucking adrenochrome out of your fucking skull since you were 6 months old.
Absolutely.
There's nothing left but protein.
Oh my god. Well, let's get into the updated version of the Karate Adult. So this movie actually, dude, this encompasses everything, man. Like you like MMA, you like fucking alpha male bullshit. Like this movie's for you. You like football, this movie's for you. You like fighting, yeah. The movie opens in a goddamn football game in a rainstorm. And Jake is fucking everyone up. He's the linebacker. The opposing running back makes some comment about his father who died after drunk driving. And then Jake goes scorched earth and just starts fighting the entire opposing team and just beats the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, he's on the same steroids Latimer was on in the program. Like, this dude is fucking raging right now, and it's amazing.
Yes. This was it's a great way to open the film. Like I always think back to, like, I don't know, like the Replacements, or like when they do like the flashbacks to the big game, and you know, it's like, oh, it's the rain's coming down, you just missed the last whatever. I'm like, no, dude, they said fuck that. We're opening the movie where somebody makes a comment and he just starts roundhousing fucking everybody in a goddamn football uniform.
Dude, for real. He's like the karate guy in Necessary Roughness.
Yes.
That just like wholesale whoops everybody's ass. That's what he just does.
Yeah. And
there's no real punishment. He just goes home because he's moving out of town.
Yeah, he goes home. He gets kicked off the football team, but it doesn't matter because him, his brother Charlie, and his mom are moving to Orlando, Florida. Because, you know, when you got anger issues and you like to fight a lot, Florida's where it's at. Like, that's where you got to be. So they're moving to Florida because apparently his 13-year-old brother got like a tennis scholarship. So sure, they moved the whole family down to Florida.
Yeah, that pudgy little fuckhead is not, I repeat, not a tennis prodigy.
What are you talking about? He's going to win Wimbledon.
You better make it to Wimbledon.
Make it? I'll win it.
Yeah, on fucking Nintendo Wii, maybe.
So Jake, his brother Charlie, his mom, they all moved down to Orlando. And at his new school, Jake discovers this Temu ordered fight club under the bleachers. And he also meets Baja Miller here. And
I like this because Evan Peters is his like little buddy.
Yeah.
Who became like a huge fucking star, like American Horror Story. And on the first season of American Horror Story, spoiler alert for people that don't watch things 10 years ago. He's a school shooter who dies. Yes. And that's how he becomes a ghost. So watching Evan Peters get the shit kicked out of him under the bleachers, I'm like, origin story.
Yeah,
we got 100%. It. This is how it happens.
I thought this was Lobster Boy's origin story, but apparently not. It was the other one. It was the other.
Yeah, season one. Season one.
Okay.
The one where ghosts are banging out the whole family for some reason.
But my favorite part about this whole thing about Jake meeting Baja is like they're in class and he's the new guy and she doesn't care about books and things. And she's like, I don't know, maybe he went shopping. And then Jake's like, no, well, actually, during this portion of the reading, I think what he meant to say was, And everybody's like, oh, shit. Let me tell you something. Nobody in fucking high school does that shit, okay? If you're the new kid, shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down, try to get in something. Don't be this guy and is like, oh, yeah, no, I read Macbeth, and this is what I thought this meant.
No, this is a special needs class because nobody their age is reading the fucking Iliad in high school. We done read that, Captain. We're well past that. We're going to read the fucking Outsiders next?
We're gonna
Give
read
me a
Tex.
break.
Next week's reading. Tex.
Yeah. See, Dick, run.
Oh, and by the way, her friends are fucking douchebags. First of all, I get it. It was 2008 or, whenever the hell this movie came out. But if you're wearing a flannel going, hey, what's up, Kurt Cobain? That's not a slam. He was literally still uber popular after his death in 2008. I don't really think that was the slam she thought it was.
Nice shirt, Kurt Cobain.
You are aware it's hotter than Satan's balls out right now, right?
Hey, Kurt Cobain. Hey, bed shitter. What the fuck are you throwing shade at me for?
I was wondering when it was coming up.
I can't. You have to. You just have to.
My dog stepped on a bee. We went to the vet.
But yeah, so...
You know what, though? Make all the poopy you want in my bed. I've married crazier, baby. Let's go.
That you have.
I have married crazier.
The fact that you don't have a poopy bed story is amazing to me.
No, because I leave. I'm just like, I'm done. There is no grand finale, no big fight where we're breaking dishes. It's like, oh, you're banging the Pepsi Man? Thank God I have an excuse to get the fuck out of here.
Hell yes.
The next day at school, he meets Max. Max was one of the dudes getting his ass kicked in the Temu fight under the bleachers. And he tells Jake that his football fight is online and everyone has seen it. So now he's popular. So Max invites him to come and learn MMA at his mixed martial arts studio, but Jake declines.
Corey's life lessons.
Hi, governors of red states. Uncle Corey here. This is what happens when you pass bills like don't say gay. Let people say gay so it's not like, oh my God, new fighter in town, hey! My fucking basement just got flooded because I watched this guy punch a fucking 18-year-old in the face. Hard pass on all of that.
Yes.
What the fuck kind of crazy? Like, this should be in the panhandle of Florida, not in Orlando.
I know.
This is shit they do in Tallahassee.
You were correct.
Apparently, there's this whole underground fight club going on.
Totally legit, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody at school is like, can you fight? Then you're fucking in. You're in the popular kids. Listen, okay. Jake walked onto campus. He was immediately the hottest person there. Okay. Whether he can fight or he can't, everybody's going to want to bang him. That's just how that works. The more attractive you are, the easier it is to assimilate.
Yeah, if you look like young Tom Cruise, you're going to fuck a lot.
like young Tom Cruise.
Like young Tom Cruise did, exactly. Tom Cruise was like 13 and married Mimi Rogers. You know why? Because he looked like fucking Tom Cruise. And he was straight titty fucking until he turned 21, and then he traded up.
Because at 13, he was still a coxman. That's why. But Baja here then invites Jake to a party at her boyfriend's mansion, but he doesn't know it's her boyfriend. And at the party, Ryan, Baja's boyfriend, shows Chad Gigabyte, shows Jake his Temu fight club in his backyard. And then he challenges Jake to a fight, which Jake declines at first, but after Ryan does some internet sleuthing about his drunk dead dad, and then he's like, hey, I found out about your drunk dead dad. Want to fight me now? Jake just sees red and proceeds to get his, I'll say this about Chad Gigabyte here, okay? I know I made the, it's basically a Tyler Durden reference. He looks better than Tyler Durden. This.
I don't know about all that,
dude. He's got and I don't want to get into it, but he's got some bulk to him, some mass. in Fight Club, he was skinny ripped. Like he was ripped, but he was like skinny ripped. Like there was just zero fat. It was just all fucking shredded muscle. But he was probably 140 pounds in that movie.
I would be gay for Tyler Durden for free in a second. Tyler Durden is, and he's one of the dirtiest human beings ever on film. He's fucking disgusting.
Yes.
This guy's all cleaned up and polished and oiled the fuck up and been living a sweet life in Orlando. Give me Tyler Durden. That's some struggle bus muscle right there. This guy, those are gym muscles.
Exactly.
He's fucking prancing around like ballerina. Tyler Durden's like, you don't know where I've been.
I guarantee you, this dude watched Fight Club 20 times before this movie was shot, because there's a lot of like Brad Pitt, Tyler Durden-esque facial expressions, just body movements. There was a lot of that going on in this.
Yeah, no, that was exactly like be Tyler Durden, but really an asshole.
But your ass smells like daffodils. Like that's
lavender is what I imagined.
That's fair as well. Yeah. But later, after Jake gets his ass kicked, Max goes to his house and offers for him to learn MMA from his instructor, Jean Roqua. And Jake then goes to Jean's combat club, and he demands to be in the advanced class instead of the beginner class because of stuffing things, and he's angry. And he gets accepted, but there's only one rule. No fighting outside of class, guy.
There is so much foreshadowing in this movie. It's crazy.
I was going to say, between you and me, like I don't want to spoil it for everybody else, you think he's going to be able to not fight outside of class? Like, you think he's going to be able to keep it together for this movie? I didn't think so either. I mean, I guess we'll find out.
I was rooting for him, but like when anybody's like, oh, my dad got drunk, and you go, and go fucking Incredible Hulk on the whole place. Especially when, like, you live in Orlando, Florida now. Everybody's dad is drunk. And they're driving.
I was going to say, and everybody's dad is drunk driving in Florida.
You're going to get triggered, bro. You need to learn to control your shit.
Is it possible this story is true? Yes, it is.
By the way, we haven't even discussed the fact that he has a fucking cunt of a mother who wants nothing to, like...
Who blames him for the death of her father, or his father.
I have never seen somebody wish for an abortion more than the mother of this kid. Loves the fake-ass tennis protege. Loves the shit out of him.
Yeah.
But her Tom Cruise look-alike son, who really, like, seemed to be, like, he's really smart, he was playing football, had a good life, and then dad died, and he started getting an anger issue, and she's like, you know what, Jake? You're a fucking piece of shit rat motherfucker. How about that?
Well, and the funny thing is here, he joins
I wish your dad's dick was a fucking hanger. How about that?
This is over. Done.
But he joins this club, and she's all up in his business. And listen, I get it. Like, if you have kids, you want to follow their bank account, see how much money they got in their fucking account. She's like, what'd you spend $200 on, Jake? And he's like, dude, fuck you. It's my money. And that's where it should have ended. Outside of, like, was it drugs? Were you buying meth? I know we live in Florida. If it was meth, like, let's have a talk. And he was like, no, look in my bag. And she sees the MMA gloves and loses her fucking mind. And I want to be like, lady, at least he's not losing his shit on a football field and going last Boy Scout on fucking people. Like, what are we talking about here? It's like a karate class.
I thought what you thought. My response to that would have been like, oh, okay. As long as it's not drugs. Cool.
Exactly.
Or, I don't know, body parts in a duffel bag you're sneaking around. Cool. But you're learning fucking discipline in fighting, which you're going to do anyway. So good for you. Go out there and do it. But no. Fucking Captain Waitress here, who we get a montage of doing the fucking laundry and dishes. Which, by the way...
I'll get to that.
Okay, I'll save it then for that. But how are you this upset? Well, just kick the kid out. Kick him the fuck out of your house. You
That's
hate
it.
this person.
Yes.
You
100%.
fucking hate him with a passion.
Well, I don't know. I'm just going to do this real quick and then we'll move on.
Don't do that, it's not good for you.
Hi, parents out there. So your husband, your wife, got into a little bit of a drunk driving accident where they died. Okay, now you're raising two kids. Okay, the older one is obviously having some anger issues since the passing of his mother or father. He's getting into brutal brawls at school on the football team, yada yada. You guys move out of the city, move to a new city. He gets to a new school. Things are going well. He's talking to a girl, and he's like, you know what? I need to deal with these anger issues. I'm going to sign up for an MMA class. Instead of going, hey, fuckstick, don't sign up for fighting classes. How about you go, you know what? That's a great idea. Maybe you could channel a lot of that anger into, and be productive and be constructive with how you deal with your anger and things. That should teach you some stuff. No, she goes scorched. She's just as bad as he is. She goes scorched earth and is like, I can't believe you're fighting. Yeah, you know what, Mom? I hate this bike. I hate this house. I hate you. Like, can we just move back to New Jersey? Wait, that's the Karate Kid. Sorry. I was somewhere else. I was somewhere else with that. But at least Daniel's mom is like trying to make things work. Here they were just
she likes her kid. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's make the mom a bitch.
Yeah. Just a short haired, curly fucking bitch that wears the same outfit every day and hates everything in her life except for her chocolate chip cookie of a son that's pretending to be a tennis star.
Yes. Yes. So we actually get two things here come up because he's mad at Baja for, setting him up to go to this party to get his ass kicked. So she comes over to apologize. She tells him how hard her life is because she's pretty unpopular and like things suck for her. So he's got to like understand that, of course, I'm an asshole because I'm pretty unpopular and that's hard.
Yeah. This was one of the better parts of the movie for me, simply because it went the way it normally goes, which is he's like, I understand. And then they kiss and they make up and it's all romantic. And in this, he's like, oh, pretty girl popular? Wow. Get the fuck out of my room, you fucking skank. I am about, like, he has the level of anger you should have in that situation. Like, you set me the fuck up.
Yeah, this tracks.
And I can actually, like, this was super personal for me and relatable because I was dating a girl. I think it was my sophomore year of high school. I was dating a girl. And she basically was playing me off of her ex-boyfriend and telling us both blah, blah, blah. And he said, da, 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 until it got too overblown and we were going to eventually have to fight. Well, he came up and boxed me in with a bunch of his friends and jumped over his boy and fucking cracked me in the fucking nose. I knew at that point she had set me up.
Yeah.
This was on her. And she all but fucking like accidentally confessed to it when we were leaving school that day. So I didn't fucking shoo her away right away. I had sex with her one more time. And then I shooed her the fuck away. So what he does here is totally justifiable because they weren't in a relationship, so he can't get that one last bang in. So in this case, he does exactly what I would do, which is get the fuck out of my room.
Yeah, he tells her to kick rocks.
Yeah.
And he tells her to kick rocks. And that leads us to your favorite part and my favorite part, which is a montage. And let me preface this by saying this. This is an MMA fight action drama kind of movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
We get this in every one of these movies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I'm doing. I've now signed up for this thing. I need to learn this thing. And now you get a montage because it moves the plot along without any words. You just know that he's preparing for the thing and a certain amount of time has passed, yada, yada. It's typically one guy or two if there's a trainer involved, right? Not this montage, my friend. So it's the montage that includes everyone in the goddamn movie. It includes Jake. He's fighting and training. Ryan is just winning and just being rich and white. Charlie is tennising for some fucking reason. And his mom is getting the laundry done. Like, this is the montage. It literally shows everybody.
It's ridiculous. We assume these people are all still alive. You don't have to show everyone and what they're doing as time marches on.
Yeah. You could just show Jake training. That's it.
Yeah, we get it. We don't think like his brother Charlie just mysteriously died because we don't see him for 5 minutes. No, he's doing fucking tennis thing and eating cookies or whatever he does. The mom in this movie treats her kids exactly how I would treat kids if I had them. And had to be like responsible for them. I'd be like, one of you I fucking hate, and the other one, I'm just feeding food and being like, yeah, you're a tennis star.
You were right.
Baja here then attempts to break up with Ryan, right? And he doesn't take that very well. So she goes to walk away. He grabs Baja's arm. Jake jumps in to break the whole thing up. And Ryan makes some more comments about his dead dad.
Corey's life lessons.
Hi, guys. Uncle Corey here. When you're breaking up with a girl, or more importantly, when a girl is breaking up with you, always react exactly how Ryan did. They really, really like it. When you like fucking grab their arm and you're like, you fucking break up with me? I'm rich and white.
You're never leaving.
You're named Baja and you just have different color dresses that are all the exact same. Fucking whore. Like, that's how you get them, bro. That's how you bag a lady.
It's, you're not wrong. They always love that. That'll never end up in court, ever.
No. That's light DV, bro. That's light DV. Come on.
Oh my God. But then we cut to training. Jake's all jacked up because he's all pissed off, and Jean tells him to go home and cool off. This is where Max gives Jake a ride home, and the Hummer starts beeping from behind them. So Jake gets out, beats the fuck out of everybody, all three guys that are in the car. And after the video hits TemuFightClub.org, Jake becomes even more popular, which infuriates Ryan, who takes Jake down in the school bathroom and challenges him to like this, like, I don't know, underground, above ground, kind of legit, kind of illegal, like fight tournament, like Mortal Kombat. It's
like Fight Wars. Whatever, dude.
I challenge you to bum fights. We're going to bum fights right now.
Fuck yeah, that'd be awesome.
Hell yes.
I don't get Chad Gigabyte's whole thing here. Like, why do you still care, bro? You already beat the shit out of him. And like you said, you're rich, you're white. Who the fuck cares? You've already been slamming Amber Heard's ass since she got to town. You're done. Trust me, guys like you, when that's over with, you just move on to the next one.
It's because his dad, Ric Flair, has a fucking attitude problem. And he's just looking for dad's love. Man, he's like, Giga Chad is like, yo, I need daddy's love. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to beat up all the poors. Like, that's how you get respect from his dad.
Yeah, by the way, beat up your dad. You're the one you're like, that's where it is. Fight your dad. Your dad's primed for it, dude. He's getting drunk and ogling fucking teenage ass. You're sitting there working out those fucking 20-pack abs you got, which don't exist in real life. Got the same fucking surgery Drake got. Bullshit. But fucking BBL Drizzy over here. Like, you got you're ready to go. Chad Gigabyte's ready to rock and can take his dad at this point, but he's still like,
you want to be the best? You got to take out the best.
Quit ripping fucking lines from goddamn Ric Flair, like Armando said.
First
That's
of all,
absurd. And by the way, nobody's riding your Space Mountain, Dad. You're gross.
No, listen, let me tell you something, Dad. You bought this house for $300,000. It's now $45 million. Just like every other goddamn boomer on the planet, You didn't win because you're so fucking smart, okay? You won because everything's fucking... You can't buy shit anymore because it's too goddamn expensive. You got lucky like the rest of them.
Dude, I think Jake and Chad Gigabyte should have parent trapped the mom and the dad.
That would have been a great turn in this movie.
Just turns into a hard romantic comedy, and they're like, we're going to be brothers.
I think,
and
you know what? Well, we can talk about it, but I think at the end of this movie, I think that's what happens.
That'd have been the shit,
what
right?
happens for sure. But we get the scene here where, you know, Jake goes to like the grocery store. He follows Jean because he won't let him back into the fight club. And he tells him that he was training for the wrong reasons. They share with each other each of their stories, and they're the same because their parents each blame them for the death of a family member. And we get more training montage here, which excludes the mom doing laundry this time. She wasn't like making pancakes or some other shit. She was just...
What happened to her, though?
I think she's dead.
Oh my God. Did the mom die too?
I think so.
She probably spontaneously combusted. She got so angry at something. Just like her head exploded like Yosemite Sam.
Well, and we get a couple of scenes here with Jake and Baja. He finally forgives her. You know, they make up.
Wait a second.
Hanging out. What?
He doesn't just forgive her.
I tried to apologize. I acted like an asshole.
When you do something wrong, it's not our job to apologize to you for holding you accountable for doing something fucking wrong. What the fuck is this shit? I about fucking died.
Is that not a thing?
Not in my fucking world. I mean, there's nobody living with me in my fucking attic hovel, but no. You set me up. I was mad at you. I see you've made... By the way, when you apologized to me the first time, you were still dating the cocksucker who beat me up.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? No. So now I see you're making life changes. You actually understand the cycle you were in, and you're doing what you can to remove yourself from that. Cool. Now I see that you might be worth my fucking time, and actually, like, I accept your apology now. Easy.
Yeah.
Nope. First, you got to apologize to me because you were mean to me. And look at my titties in this bikini, motherfucker. It's like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I ain't apologizing for shit.
I'll apologize just a little bit because then we get the play fight scene.
I'll let her take the dookie in my bed.
I was going to say, they play fight. They like start to make out. They get interrupted by Charlie. She gets mad. She shits on his bed. Like, that's how this scene ends.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that part of it. I'm just not apologizing to you when I did nothing wrong.
Oh,
that's insane.
Agreed.
And by the way, if I'm Jake, this is... I forget what review we did where we talked about how, like, oh, you're going to bring old shit up. I think it's Two can play that game. When they, like, get back on the dance floor.
Yeah.
When she's like, oh, show me some moves. I'm like, why? Because fucking Chad Gigabyte did this with you too? Like, is this your fucking move? Like the whipped cream bikini? Is this just your thing? You find the best fighter that turns you on and you're just like, teach me some boxing.
Whoa, what happened here? Whoa.
Ryan here finds out that Jake isn't fighting in the beatdown. So he invites Max to his house to hang out and, like, I don't know, like touch tips and do some MMA shit. And Ryan then proceeds to beat the fucking brakes off of Max. They dump Max's lifeless body off at Jake's house. And at the hospital, Jake decides that he's gonna take the bait. He's gonna go to the All Valley tournament and he's gonna put all this shit to bed and he's gonna fight in the All Valley.
Daniel LaRusso's gonna fight? Daniel LaRusso's gonna fight! Now isn't this what it's all about?
I got a couple things when we start the All Valley tournament here.
Okay.
One, they say no holds barred, and then they list a bunch of shit you can't do.
I think they were talking about No Holds Barred, the movie.
Oh, yeah, like you can't watch that movie while you're fighting.
Yes.
Because that's cheating. You will have an unfair advantage.
Yes.
Totally understand. Also, though, what the fuck kind of, like, All Valley tournament, I get it. You're kind of padded up. It's like one little contact, and that's the point, and you back off. So you can do multiple fights in a day. You can't do multiple fights like this in a day.
No.
That championship fight is going to look like the Cripple Fight episode of South Park.
It's gonna look like two pudding cups fighting each other. Like literally, if you just pour them together, that's what it's gonna look like. There's no swinging. There's none of that. No, that I can't explain away. That has nothing to do with Hulk Hogan or No Holds Barred or anything. That's
insane.
It's ludicrous.
Yeah, I'm like, they're doing this in one day. Like, there's a reason you take months. And I don't even care about the training. But it's between fights. Yeah. You're taking weeks to get even healthy before you can get back to training.
Yeah. And it's not like you have a fight at 9 a.m. and then your next fight is at 6 p.m. Your first fight is at 6 p.m. Your second fight is at 6:25.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not how bodies work.
No, they're going straight Digstown with this, and it's fucking nuts.
But I'm there for it. And the only thing I really didn't like is we get the quick misdirection at the very beginning as Jake and Ryan are going to fight first and they're on the mat. But then the host or whatever was like, oh, we made a mistake. It's Ryan Tyler, not Ryan McCarthy. It's sorry. That's my bad.
It was incredibly stupid and unnecessary. But they got me because I was like, you're going to fucking sidekick this?
Oh, hey, fuck you.
Yeah, so I got a little, not pissed, but I brought up how much time's left in this movie? And I was like, holy shit, there's like 25 minutes left. Is this fight 20 minutes long? So even though it is ridiculous and stupid, they still got me too. So... But we actually get into the fight. We get to see both Jake and Ryan fight to get to the finals. Mm-hmm. But Jake's all fucked up. Baja comes in and gives him some life lessons from the book they read in the first act. Just like that. That one pissed me off. That one I was like, we're not doing that here. I would have rather have her do the Miyagi thing where she comes in and rubs her hands together and like puts it on his ass or something. And like everything's fucking good to go.
Yeah. I can give you an example of where this works because this doesn't work because it is so obviously foreshadowing. Just how in depth these two kids are talking about Achilles' shield. Dude, we've all went to high school. Maybe we all didn't fucking graduate. Armando, but we all went.
I went to summer school. Fuck you.
Fucking Tommy over here had to become a mechanic because his girlfriend got knocked up. But
yeah, that's right. I rolled up my cigarettes in my fucking sleeve and everything.
They said, my beanie. So anyway, I digress. Where it worked 100% was in Halloween because they're mentioning, like, when Laurie's in class, they're talking about this story. She looks out, and that's the foreshadowing for what's coming.
Yeah.
It was done subtly, and it's almost a throwaway because you have the Michael Myers scene that everybody's paying attention to of him just standing outside the window. There's nothing else to pay attention to. So this is like Madam Exposition in Jeepers Creepers. It is 100% your dialogue giving everything away. Remember what you're fighting for and friends and family so you don't have to fight no more. And by the way, white people in general, I'm not making this a PSA, but I'm just going to toss this out there. Don't show up to any event ever and go, I get it now. Because you fucking don't. Don't do that.
Hell yes.
So during this fight, like we get to the semis, Jake wins and he's going to be fighting in the finals or whatever. And Ryan gets disqualified for eye gouging. So instead of fighting in the final fight, Jake immediately taps out and walks away. And Ryan follows him into the parking lot where the real fight begins. They go back and forth in this brutal fight on fucking concrete. And Jake knocks Ryan out with a kick to the face. And a couple of things. What I enjoyed about this, I enjoy the brutality of movies like this. I think if it's filmed right and it's done right, which this was, I think it's great. Two things. One, the first time my skin slapped the cement, I'd be like, I gotta go. I gotta, like, you got I mean, even not even getting slammed, but they're like doing rolls and shit. You got raspberries all over your back and your shoulders and shit. I'm out. I'm not. Pain for me, that's not a thing. But two, what I really appreciated in this scene is that when they started fighting, I was like, oh, this was so nice of everybody that they parked in this nice, clean circle of cars so they could turn on the headlights and give everybody a show.
You got to do it right.
I truly appreciated that. If they were going to fight, let's pick the spot where all the cars are.
You know what it reminded me of?
What's that?
Lionheart.
I knew it was coming. Is that the third review we've done where you brought up Lionheart?
Probably.
Besides actually reviewing Lionheart?
Probably.
But this movie ends as we see Jake at school, and he and Ryan give each other this like nod of approval when they see each other. And then we also see Jean closing his gym with a plane ticket to Brazil to go see his dad, who hates him and whatever.
Jake fixed everybody.
And a nice, pretty bow tied on this whole thing. But what should have happened is Never Back Down 2. Parent Trap. This is where, because they're walking, but like Ryan's getting into his car, Jake's like walking by him, and they're like, "What's up? How you doing?" Right? That's where they start talking. And he's like, "Dude, my dad's a fucking asshole. I'm sorry if I was a cock and I just started beating the fuck out of you for no reason." He's like, "Yeah, my mom fucking blames me for my dad's death." He's like, "My dad blames me for everything." Parent Trap. There it is. That's the origin story right there.
Perfect.
I like it.
Parent Trap aside, I actually found myself liking this movie. Surprisingly.
As soon as I saw the first few scenes, like after the football fight, like where he gets to school and, you know, the Amber Heard of it all and this other dude, I was like, this is going to be one of these fucking dude bro type. And again, I love action movies, but some of them go a little too hard in the paint. You know what I mean? But I was like, this was actually entertaining. Like, I enjoyed it. Again, to my surprise. Even though these 27-year-olds are supposed to be like juniors in high school. But other than that.
It's not the age of the actors that I had the problem with. It's just that this is all happening around high school kids.
Yes. If this was college, I would have been okay with that. It would have been a
more believable.
100%. 100%.
Much more believable if this was rich college kids going through this.
Yep, absolutely.
100% on board. You can even keep Jake poor. He was able to transfer in, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the fuck.
Yep.
But yeah, no, this overall, it was really good. I liked the fight scenes. I thought they were good. I'm not schooled enough or versed enough in MMA to know, like, oh, that was a legit rear naked. Like, I don't know. If they told me it was, I'm like, cool, that's what the fuck it was.
Listen, I've watched MMA, but I don't watch it enough. Know. I like the brutality of it. That's about it.
Yeah, I love watching it, but I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah,
I'm from Brazil. Get out of here. But no, overall, like, even like the fake ass Tom Cruise, he did okay. He even real cried once. Like, I actually saw legit tears. So I was like, good job, buddy. You're still not Tom Cruise, but I applaud anybody when you gotta cry that you actually cry. You just don't do the because that's fucking lame. Amber Heard did a good job. You know, as much as everybody shits on her, it's like, no pun intended. Really wasn't intended. But as much as everybody makes fun of her, it's like, it's fucking boring. It's easy. You know what I mean? It's like the doo-doo in the bed joke. Go make it now.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. You know what I mean? Like she's fine. Cam Gigandet did a really good job.
That guy. Yeah.
He always plays a good bad guy. If you want to watch a really creepy role he's in, I think it's called Pandorum. It's like a space movie with Dennis Quaid and Ben Forrester, I think.
Yes. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Really, really cool role for him in that. And if you're like me and you're like, oh, dude, your face it's not for me because it reminds me of so many assholes I've seen in my life. Not like a literal asshole, just people that are assholes. He's not on camera for very long, so it's not that bad. But overall, dude, like this movie, it was kind of dope. As far as like these fight movies go, I liked it.
Yeah. No, I dug this movie. I was really entertained. It's not one of these movies outside of the fake misdirection where the fight it's not really happening. Outside of that, I didn't even check the timestamp to see how much time was left. Like I actually sat down, watched this all the way through, and I was like, all right, we're good.
I did when they started the second montage. I was like, are you fucking shitting me? 2 montages?
Well, the second montage was super quick. So I wasn't too upset about it. If it went on for more than like, I don't know, 20 seconds, I might have done the same. But it was over just as quickly as it started. So I was like, okay, you put 2 in here, you slip the second one in, but we're good. We're good on time.
Dude, 2 montages for me is like fucking somebody bringing up Jake's dead drunk dad.
For the 5th time.
2 montages. I just start fucking tossing heaters, bro.
But no, I mean, dude, I like this movie. I think if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I think this was on Freevee, so it's free with ads.
Yeah, and here's what's dope about this movie. I'll leave you guys with this. Amber Heard, hot as fuck. The guys in this movie, hot as fuck. So straight or part of the LGBTQ community, you got some eye candy to watch. If you're a minority, dude, white people are just beating the fuck out of each other in this movie. It's fucking amazing. And if you're a white person, white people are beating the fuck out of each other in this movie. I know we love to see that. So
yes.
This literally has something for everybody.
Yep, 100%.
If you're fucking Jared from Subway, there's a little tennis kid in this. There's something for everyone.
Yep, exactly. On that note, let's get out of here. For Corey, I'm Armando. This is Kiss the Reviews, and this was 2008. Whatever movie this was. Never Back Down.